Hello, dear participants. I am Dr. Sarang Dhote, the course coordinator of IPR Fundamentals, the Protecting Innovations. In today's digital age, the protecting our creative work is more important than ever. This presentation will provide a comprehensive overview of copyright law in India, including the types of work covered, exclusive right granted, copyright transfer procedure, and remedies for the copyright infringement. Gaining a clear understanding of copyright will empower you to safeguard your intellectual property and navigate the creative landscape confidently. So first one is, what is the copyright? The copyright is a legal rights that protect the original expression of your ideas in creative work. Remember one thing, the copyright differs from the patents which protect the invention and process. It is safeguard the unique form in which you express your idea, not the ideas themselves. Copyright protections arises automatically upon creation, but registration with the Copyright Office is highly recommended. It grants you exclusive control over how your work is used, copied, distributed, and adapted. Remember one thing, without your permissions, your work is never copied, never distributed, or adapted. So that if you have the copyright certificate from the government of India or from any agencies, you have the legal rights to distribute, to copy it, to adapt your work. And you also strengthen your claims and provided the legal remedies. Registration offers the several advantages, including providing a public record of your ownership, facilitating facilitating the enforcement actions, and enhancing your eligibility for a damages in infringement case. Next is types of works which can be covered under the copyright law. The first one is literacy work, books, poems, articles, script, song lyrics, software, smartphone applications. All these work come under the category that is literacy work. It can be a copyright. Another one is the musical works like the song, compositions, sound recording falls under the category musical works. Next one is the plays, screenplays, musicals. This under the falls is the dramatic work. For the artistic works, painting, sculptures, photographs. Yes, your photographs is also. If you shoot the one photograph through your mobile phone or a camera, that can also be a copyrighted under the work, the artistic work. Then the graphic designs also, cinematographic films and sound recording. All these are work can be copyrighted under the copyright law. This is very important, and this is very important to understand which work is falls under the which category. This is also very important. Next one is copyrighted work rights. If you get the copyright certificate from the government, if you have the certificate of a copyright, then we can do what we can do after getting the copyrighted work. That is, copyright grants you the bundles of exclusive rights, meaning only you can control the specific use of your work. These rights allows you the authorize or prohibit offers from using your work in these ways. For example, reproduction, making copies of the work physical or digital. Adaptation, creating a derivatives work based on the original. Okay, if suppose your work is original, and if someone is a adaptation, make the adaptation in your work, that is also against the copyright infringement. Translation, converting the work into another language. Public performance, presenting the work to an audience. Public display, exhibiting the work visually. Distribution, making a copies of the work available to the public. So these are the rights after copyrighted your work. Then the next one is, what is the copyright transfer? The copyright ownership can be transferred through a written agreement. You can transfer your ownership of your copyright entirely or a grant license to a specific use. Assignment. Number one is assignment grants, complete ownership right for a specific period or permanently licensed. On the other hand, The license agreement is grant permission to use your work for a specific purpose under the defined terms. Remember one thing, copyright transfer is falls under two categories, assignments and licensing. In the assignment, transfer all or parts of your rights for a specific period or a duration. But licenses means what? Grant a permission to use your work for a specific purpose under the definite terms. Always ensure the clear and unambiguous agreement to avoid disputes. This is also very important. Next one is the what is the copyright infringement? Uh, Happy to share is that along with this course, we are going to discuss the various copyright infringement cases, case studies, so that you can clearly get idea what is the copyright infringement. Unauthorized use of copyrighted work constitutes the infringement. For example, making a photocopy of your work, distributing, adapting, or displaying the copyrighted work without your permission. This is again an example of the copyright infringement. The infringement can have the serious legal consequences, including the injunctions, damage, and criminal penalties. This is a very important. Now, how to register a work for copyright in India? This is also very important. So, in India, creators can register their work with the Copyright Office to strengthen their legal position in case of infringement. Okay, infringement. Sorry, the title should be how to make a complaint against the copyright in India infringement. This section guides reader through the process registering work, including the required document, fees, and the benefits of the registration. Now, what is the Berne Convention? So many times we think that if suppose I'm getting the copyright certificate from the one country, then this copyrighted work it is applicable to all the countries. This is also one question. So the answer is the Berne Convention. The Berne Convention is an international treaty that established the minimum standard for the copyright protection across the members of a country. That remember one thing, there is uh, near about more than the 30 countries under the Berne Conventions, and they agree the term that if suppose someone is registered their work for a copyright from any one of these country, this copyright certificate is applicable to all the countries which is the member of this Berne Convention. This is a very important so that there is no worry about your work once you are either copyrighted in one of the country of the Berne Conventions, then it is applicable to all the countries, and one day by day the countries are added in the Berne Conventions. So the understanding the Berne Conventions is a crucial for creators whose works may be distributed internationally. This is a very important. Now, expiry of copyright in India. This is also very important. Literacy, dramatic, musical, and artistic work. The expiry of this is the lifetime of the authors and 60 years after the death. This is very important. This is a more advantageous than the patent because patent grant is a patent expiry date expiry is only 20 years, but copyrighted work is after death also this copyright is registered to that author. Similar cinematographic films and sound recording again 60 years from the year of publications. Work of government and international organizations 60 years from the year of publications. Remember the dates because this is important for the multiple choice questions. Photographic work 25 years from the date of creation, and public domain. After the copyright expire, what is the public domain? What happens after the expiry? After the copyright expire, the work enters in the public domain, meaning that anyone can freely use, copy, and distribute it without the permission. This is the after the expiry. What is the meaning of the public domain? Now we are trying to solve some multiple choice questions. First one is what is the primary purpose of copyright? To restrict the access to creative works, to incentivize the creativity by the protecting creator rights, to limit the distribution of artistic expression, To control the use of copyrighted work by the government. The correct answer is to incentivize the creativity by protecting the creators. Next is, which of the following is not typically covered by the copyright? Literacy work, software, idea and concept, sound recording. The correct option is, we know that the ideas and concepts. These are cover under the patent law. Next question is, how long the typical duration of the patent protection? We know that the answer is 20 years. In the copyright law, what is the transfer of a copyright known as? Delegation, licensing, assignment, copyright sharing. The correct answer is assignment. Remember this thing, assignment. Which international treaty established the minimum standard for the copyright protection? Paris Convention, Rome Convention, Berne Convention, Geneva Convention. The correct answer is the Berne Convention. Which of the following work is typically covered by the copyright? Ideas, facts, musical composition, scientific discovery. The correct answer is the musical compositions. What is the duration copyright protection in many jurisdictions? 10 years, 25 years, lifetime of the creator plus certain number of years, indefinite. The correct answer is lifetime of the creator plus certain number of years. What is the type of right do copyright holders have? Restricted rights, exclusive rights, public rights, limited rights. Answer is exclusive rights. Some of the exclusive rights are there after the copyright holding. Thank you. Thank you so much.